So let's just jump right into it. The giant elephant in the room. Obviously, it's taken over every form of newspaper, television, radio, everywhere you go. Coronavirus, COVID-19, everyone freaking out. I guess I'm just going to ask you point blank, like, should we be concerned in your opinion, or what are your thoughts on this whole deal?
Well, you know, Matt, I've done a lot of homework on this, and luckily for me and us, I have very, very smart friends. Okay,
I'm not one of those, by the way.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're talented. That takes smarts.
Sure.
Right? Okay.
Let's go with talent.
Michael Osterholm, who at the University of Minnesota is in charge of infectious diseases. Brian Wright, a classmate of mine from high school, former CIA agent. Dr. Sennett Pierce here locally, ear, nose, and throat doctor. These are the people that I go to for my information. And luckily for me, I have very, very smart friends. And so the things that we're going to talk about today are basically coming from people that are really educated in this category. Now, I find that here in Idaho, okay, we have two trains of thought. We have one side that's saying this is a total hoax and that it's hogwash and it's not true and it's built up by the media.
Perpetuated by the media.
Right. And then we have the other half of people that are basically getting ready for end times. This is it. God is coming. Let's stock food in the basement and get ready to, bunker down and try to make it through this. Okay. Now, my view on it and the view of people way smarter than me is you should find some sort of ground, if you live in Idaho, that is right in the middle, okay? You need to understand a few things about this virus. It's not going anywhere for a while, okay? We have not decoded this thing yet, okay? Now, if you remember, we've dealt with this before. So in 2003, if you guys remember, we dealt with SARS, okay? That is a strain of the coronavirus. In 2008, we dealt with MERS, also a strain of the coronavirus. So this is another strain. The fact we do not have a vaccine for this virus means it's going to be around for a while. Now, will it pull back a little bit once we hit the summer months and people seem to be rejuvenated immune systems and things like that? We just don't know yet. And that's why I think you should be cautious and you should kind of be in the middle.
Well, with the vaccine still being, like you said, 6 months, a year, God only knows how far off. I mean, how are people getting the virus? Because you hear a lot of different stories,
Well, the virus is acting a lot like influenza or the flu virus, contracted through the air. And the one thing, they think they have an estimated incubation period of about 4 days where someone could actually have the virus but not get sick, which is kind of the scary thing because you could have it and obviously be passing it to other people.
So I guess one thing I'm trying to wrap my head around is, we talked about a lot of the seniors being susceptible to the disease, a little bit about how people are contracting it. Is it mostly affecting seniors, or who's highest at risk for this kind of thing?
Well, first of all, I think part of it's geographical. Okay, so obviously it's higher infectious cases in certain parts of the population, depending on what country you live in. 2, lifestyle. Do you travel a lot? Are you healthy? But we do know that it doesn't seem to be affecting kids and healthy middle-aged people as much as it is seniors. Now, with 45% of the population being obese at this point, that definitely has been a factor. We've noticed that people that are obese, that maybe their immune system is compromised by some other health condition because of that, seems to be a challenge when getting the virus. People that have suppressed immune systems, okay, people with HIV, and other situations where their immune system is compromised, obviously need to be more cautious. If you are a drinker or a smoker, these lifestyle choices are definitely affecting your immune system. So that would be something that would also go into the equation of you may have a higher chance of both getting the virus and getting sicker if you have it. Here in Idaho, we have 0 confirmed cases at the time of this interview of coronavirus. Okay, so there's not a big worry here. Now in Washington State, which is right next to us, we have about 300 cases so far, and we have about 24 deaths at the time of this interview. Now, with that being said, some of those people were actually brought to Washington because they have the correct facility to be able to treat people with the coronavirus. So you have to put that as part of the equation.
All right, so Bill, what can we do, the average schmuck like me? How can we properly position ourselves to, basically boost our immune systems, give us the best fighting chance against this, I guess?
Well, Matt, probably the main reason why I'm here is to simply tell everybody to do the things that I've been telling you to do for the last 22 years. My story has stayed exactly the same. Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night, because we know your body's immune system is better if you do that. Drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, make sure you eat healthy foods. If it's green and lean, it's a go. Healthy proteins, right? Mm-hmm. Stay away from deep fried foods and those things that actually suppress the immune system. Make sure you're active and exercising. 30 minutes, maybe even go on a walk. Something as simple as that also stimulates the immune system. And basically, it's just about taking care of yourself. That's what it's always been about, and that's what it will always continue to be about.
You mean I can't take 50,000 milligrams of vitamin C 3 times a day and be perfectly fine?
Well, no. You're probably going to have a lot of diarrhea if you do that.
Okay. So what kind of supplements can we take to kind of keep our immune system at their tip-top performance, man?
My answer is the same. It's the same as it's been for 22 years. When you prioritize your supplements, as I've always told people to do, it's multivitamin, a good protein powder, a good fish oil, right? Vitamin C. I mean, these things are. We've talked about this. We don't need to really go into it a bunch of times, right? Now, of course, at GNC we have all of these things, but really, when you come into the store and you have these concerns about not just the coronavirus, but influenza, or you're just not feeling well, or you want to feel better in general, we're going to prioritize your supplements exactly the same. And these professionals that I talk to, that I tell you that are way smarter than me, they all agree. That is everybody agrees that taking the right multivitamin, maybe a little extra vitamin C, the wellness factors we've talked about from Nature's Purest, which has all of these things in there. These are the things. That's why I've been so passionate about telling you guys about this for so long. That way, when things like this in life come up, and they will, and this isn't the last time we're going to see this, most people are going to be just fine. Now, with that being said, if you see an ad out there for a supplement that says it cures the coronavirus or fights against, that is total BS. Yeah. That is not true. And that is not what I'm here saying. What I'm here saying is, if you do the things that you're supposed to do anyway, you're going to be, to answer your question, you're going to put yourself in the best position possible to be just fine during this thing.
Yeah.
And Matt, the other reason why I'm here, and people have probably seen these, quotes on Facebook or whatever, is, listen, heart disease is the #1 killer in our population, right? So every 37 seconds, someone dies from heart disease. That's 647,000 people are going to die this year by not doing enough of the things we've been discussing for the last 22 years. So if anything comes of this, like in our area, we're not as worried about the coronavirus as probably other people have to be, but man, this has been an awesome topic to bring back the importance of health and home. I mean, simply eating healthy food, taking a multivitamin, washing your hands, exercising, drinking water, getting enough sleep. I love the questions that are coming into my social media, but again, my answer has been exactly the same as it has been for 22 years.
Top shape, like we talked about. Just be the best prepared person, I guess, you can be.
Exactly.
So if you have questions, go on down, talk to Bill and the crew at GNC. And as always, man, hey, we appreciate you coming in and clearing up some of this coronavirus confusion.
I appreciate that. Thank you.